Right? That was a banger. Good morning.
That was a banger.
Morning. Let's go. It is Monday, June 3rd. We're speed running through everything you need to know this week in Web3 gaming. I'm your host, Icy Gaming, running duos alongside Peyton Kaleva Heya, Web3 marketing lead for Shrapnel. K9 of the K9s, that is Wolves DAO, the best alpha pack in Web3 gaming. Peyton, you're getting me hyped with that new intro, man.
Dude, it was from Samwise. So it's actually some fan of the show that's been with like the Wolves for, I don't know, he's been like a really good friend of mine now for 3 years. He's like watched like day one for like YouTube. He's also like a DJ and all that stuff. And so he put that together for us. So that's completely like our IP and everything. So ready up.
Man, we are out here, baby. You love to see it. We got a new sponsor. We got a new video. We're going to get into all of that, man. So much happened. We are back from consensus. We're going to be recapping that a little bit. How you doing, man? Are we jet lagged? What's going on? Talk to me.
I'm not jet lagged because I'm just like right north. So like I'm in like Texas and Oklahoma are in the same time zone. But it definitely, I had like family. So it was like, my parents were waiting for me at home with like all of my nieces and nephews. So there was like 8 kids at the house when I came back. So there was no stop there in terms of stuff. But I have a day off today, and I'm going to be spending some time with Hannah. So should be all good, man. How was your weekend?
That is right, man. We got to keep the show to a tight 90 minutes. The weekend was good, man. It was great to get home. We flew back on Saturday. We left the Shrap house. It was very, very sad. But it was great to get home, spent some time with the girlfriend, and now we are here readying up. Dude, there is so much to talk about. We have a full stacked show. Mythical and Pudgy Penguins partnered. They're launching a Pudgy game, a mobile game with Mythical. We're going to talk about that. We will recap a bunch of consensus. There's some Spider Tanks drama that we're going to dive into. You guys can look forward to that. Sappy Seals also partnering with Play Ember. They're making moves. We got celebrity meme coins. Iggy Azalea was the talk of consensus. People are trying to snipe contracts.
I was trying to snipe, dude. Freaking Orangey was teaching me some stuff.
Yeah, wild. Mother launched. Soldier Boy is entering into the fray with even a Web3 game. Not just a meme coin, Peyton. He's got a Web3 game out here.
No, his head's down building the bear, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Off the Grid Playtest happened last week. I saw some like exclusive footage that is unreleased. It looked really good. Some people were talking about how well it played. Notcoin, we've been covering Notcoin for a little while. It is up 300% on the week. It's like $2.3 billion FDV. Absolutely crazy, Peyton. Last night we got Roaring Kitty returning to Reddit, posting us a P&L disclosing $180 million position into GameStop. I don't know, I haven't checked GameStop this morning, but it was up like 20% overnight in the markets almost immediately. I'm sure it's going to go absolutely wild when the markets open this morning. We are so back, Peyton. We are back into the mania of this cycle. It is absolutely crazy. We're going to cover all this, guys, but go ahead and retweet the space if you're tuning in on X, or give us a like, add some liquidity to the like button, as Peyton on YouTube. It really helps us get the show out there. We're going to be giving away some IMX tokens, of course, as always. We've got a Queen Bee egg to give away, and I think we've got some Carv whitelists to give away as well. Yeah. Their node sale is going live today, actually. So we're going to talk about that a little bit. But Peyton, let's talk about consensus a little bit real quick, man. What a week. It was great to see you. It was great to see Sam. It was great to hang out at the Shrapnel house. You posted a really nice kind of like recap. Maybe we can talk about that.
Man.
What a week. I mean, where do you want to start with consensus?
I think you started off well. Like, I think it was a really good congregation of people that were just like very important to the Web3 gaming space, like that were based in the US. I shouldn't say like that on a broad statement, but everyone just kind of came in, and like there were like very deep relationships being built versus like super wide. Cause like GDC, like you're meeting everyone all the time, and it's like hard to like get a conversation longer than 15 minutes. But I was routinely having like, calls with like or sitting down with like Sam for like an hour, sitting down with you like right before we went to a place for like an hour. So like those we don't usually have because we're always just like, oh Sam, I say I love you, and like we got to go to something else.
Yeah.
Also, like I got to sit with Rebecca Liao from like Saga and
Oh,
Vinagods. Like it was just like a really good time to be able to see, like got to learn more about Mercury, who like Mark McCurry is like doing for like that. It was just like a really awesome sign, like Wilder World. I got to play Wilder World. That was freaking fun.
dude.
So much fun, dude.
There was so much going on. Karate Combat was amazing. Shrapnel. I think I posted about it like maybe in a private chat. Just
Right.
saying goodbye to everybody. Like I'm always like, how is Shrapnel gonna outdo themselves? And they always over deliver, man. The Shrapnel House was so sick, bringing everybody together. It really, shout out to Shrapnel, man. It really like starts to feel like a home. Like it just felt like a home. And it was really, really cool to be there. We met a bunch of new people from the Web3 gaming space. Like shout out to Polo, shout out to Crimson. Those guys been coming to like my game nights for Moonray, which is really cool. And yeah, man, I think Cypher's Phoenix came.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cypherits. Like if you're able to ever attend one of these IRL events, that is where the meta is. Just meeting people in person goes so far. Big Time had a meetup that I went to that was super cool. And I saw like Jackie Yang, I saw Michael Wagner from Star Atlas, of course. Jesus Martinez was running around everywhere. Hustlepedia was running around. Like, it was just a great time. I also shout out to Austin, Texas, man. It was a really nice city. It was so easy to get around. Everything was like 5-10 minutes away from each other. There was always an Uber available. We never got stuck in traffic. Like contrasting that to like San Francisco, where everything is so far and it takes a little bit, or New York, where like even if it is close, there's just the city is so big and condensed that like it takes forever to get to. So I really enjoyed Austin.
I did too.
It was my first time there. Oh yeah, we got some photos. What? Oh man, Karate
Dude,
Combat.
it was really awesome. Like the Karate Combat, like my voice, you guys can still kind of hear it. Like everybody around me was like, dude, this is a whole nother level of Peyton. I just love seeing people get beat up, I guess. But I literally had so much fun. So like went from Karate Combat, lost my voice there, and then into like screaming into a mic with karaoke with Kochi and the Parallel team. And literally, I can't even speak. I could not speak. I couldn't probably even sing, but I did it anyways because it's part of our blood. And then we got to go to the gun range and stuff like that. It reminded me a little bit. We did it with Allie and Mason and Alex from the Play Alchemy team. Maddox, it was just a vibe, man. It was just so much fun.
Again, shout out to Shrapnel, man. Giving us experiences. That was so like impromptu. Wasn't expecting it. Tony just came up to us like, hey, you guys want to go to the gun range? Interestingly, Michael from Big Time was also there. So I was able to introduce Michael and Tony for the first time. And I think awesome. They grabbed breakfast the next day.
They did grab breakfast
chat.
For talking about those hour conversations. They had an hour conversation and like Tony loved it. CMO of Big Time loved it. It was great.
Yeah, so like just like I had posted like that's the magic and like alchemy of life. Magical things and beautiful things just happen, which is just so much fun and so cool. So shout out to Consensus, shout out to Karate Combat, Shrapnel, Wilder World. I think that I was so impressed with Wilder World, their Friday event. We're going to talk about it in the game update section.
Don't sleep on Wilder World. Let's just say that. Also, all the content creators freaking love them. So it's like, I don't think a lot of them are paid. People that are paid and not paid, all of them love Wilder World. So don't sleep on them.
A little bit of a teaser, man. That their Friday night event like really brought the esports, the gaming vibe. Like you're in a warehouse and people are competing, racing against each other, talking trash. The energy in that building was something different, man. It was really, really cool to be there. And the game is just super fun, man. I'm so excited and bullish on the game. Did we miss anything? Is there anything else from Consensus that we should cover?
There is honestly a crap ton, to be honest, but we have like a super long show today. Not even super long, but like we have so much to go through. And so we'll touch on things if they kind of come out naturally. But it was a really fun time.
Yeah, absolutely. With that said, we got to thank our sponsors that
Yes.
make this show possible, starting with Immutable. Guys, I'm up to 51 gems. I missed a bunch of daily claims, but I do have 20 IMX stakes. So I'm getting 3 gems
Yeah,
a
buddy.
day. Shout out to Immutable, the home of Web3 gaming, making this possible. Got a bunch of games cooking right now. Illuvium. I was talking to Lau. Actually, Peyton, I talked to Lau yesterday, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Give me 10 minutes. I'm finishing up my run in Illuvium right now."
Let's go,
he,
loud.
he is loving it. I know Chibi Clash had a mint last week.
Yeah.
They're doing well. We also got to thank, of course, OpenSea making this possible, our preferred partner. Great to see Oliver and Adam. They hosted a private dinner with Shrapnel at the Shrap House. Always putting on. Look at that photo, bringing everyone together.
Man.
You see Yikin, you see Predzor, you see Shay in the building. Doug Hype, of course. So many faces. Man, OpenSea never disappoints with their events.
It didn't disappoint with the merch of the Bodagos, though.
Look
Too,
at that thing, man. So good. So
Yeah,
good.
Oliver's just one of those people too that are just like a really good representation of like OpenSea, and like all of us are like work with OpenSea so well because of him. So like I cannot say enough good things about the man.
Yeah. And just real quick, Pete, on the Shrapnel House one more time.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
amount of the quality of people that come through the Shrapnel House, man. You had the Bodagos guys, Easy, Pio, Clemente, Choose Rich, Nick, celebrities coming through. Tiffany Fong coming through the Shrapnel House, just like insane. Elixir Games came through. I mean, I think everyone that was in at Consensus for Gaming ended up coming through at one point or another, which was just really cool.
Yeah, and then also, the Bodagos guys are hilarious, dude. They're just so funny.
So good, so good. That skit that they did was incredible.
Yeah.
Honeyland, Peyton, is cooking right now.
Yes,
They got this raffle that's going on Magic Eden right now. You can get a raffle ticket for 0.05 Soul, and you can win a Genesis B or a Queen Egg. The ticket can only win once, but you can buy as many tickets as you want. So there's a graphic here on how that works. Each ticket is a chance to win. Like I said, you can discover on June 15th if you've won. The more tickets you get, obviously, the more chances you could win. The Genesis egg is 3.9 Soul, and a Queen egg is 17.3 Soul. So absolutely crazy. 0.05, really fun. I'm gonna get some tickets, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like more people should be doing this. More games should be doing this. So shout out to
Yeah.
them.
No, I love Corey, and he's like he just has like one of those mindful, like specific ones, and like he always just is also free to share it too.
Yep.
Like I don't know, the man is just like amazing that he wants the space to go. Is like, and he's so hard himself. Like I was just talking to him about it the other day.
Yeah.
He's just like, man, I wish I did this. Like he like always reflects in retrospective, but that's why he's been so successful in his life. Why he's going to be successful with Honeyland too.
1000%. I think he's doing daily streams this week, so I'm gonna be hopping on one
He
of
is.
those.
Yeah, I'll definitely be going to support him sometime. I don't think I'll be like interviewed or whatever, but I'll definitely hop on to
Yeah.
chat, you know. Hey chat.
Hey chat. What's up, chat? Check out our brand new sponsor, Carv. Man, so excited. They're building the largest modular data layer for gaming and AI, and they just announced their node sale. I'm not a full disclosure, guys. I'm not the biggest node guy, but after talking to Paul last week at the end of last week's episode and hearing about how they're structuring it and what they're doing, man, am I excited for this. So the post went live today. You can get these Carv nodes. I think the private sales, the whitelist sales happening from today until June 3rd.
Yeah.
And then the public,
whitelist sales June 3rd.
Yeah.
And public sales June 5th.
And the public sale is June 5th. That's right. We're going to be giving away some of the whitelists today. I think we've got 3 to give away, and we might have more through our partnership. So stay tuned and keep an eye out for that, guys. Why I am proud to share this with you guys is because they actually have a buyback program. There's
Yeah, that was
100%
awesome.
buyback program. If you're not happy with how the nodes are performing and you want your money back, you can return the nodes. So it's like, it's a no-brainer. It's super like low risk to do this and get involved. There are a few terms and conditions with like that buyback. I think you have to be utilizing it to like 70% or something like that. So full disclosure, do, you know, make sure you read the fine print there. But really exciting, really, really cool. This tweet has everything that you need to know: where to buy the nodes, the node price and rewards, your whitelist status, how to run the node, and it's actually super easy to set up and get into. And I actually I've been using the Carv protocol for the past month to do some quests with Sam and Gamified. Really, really impressed with what they've built. So really bullish and excited about what they're doing, and we're proud to be partnered with them on Ready Up.
Absolutely. They're the ones that did the soulbound SPTs for the Wolves. And out of everybody, they were the ones that said, you know what, you guys have done so much for the ecosystem that we're going to do it for free. Like, a lot of people don't know that, but like Carv literally did it during the bear, set engineering resources and said, like, Wolves, thank you for being here and thank you for contributing to the ecosystem. And we were like, okay, you guys are the freaking best. So I am more than proud to be representing Carv, because they really do believe in their vision, and supporting people like the Wolves to support that vision. So absolutely love who they are, and I'm very happy that we're partnering with them.
1000%, man. 1000%. Peyton, let's talk about some of these celebrity meme coins, some of these markets. We'll get into these game updates, but real quick before we do, can we go back to Karate Combat real quick, man? Or also like the consensus recap. Can we just shout out Ellie real quick? She raised over $30,000 with her initiative. Really beautiful. Of course, she had her injury, so the fight did not go the way that she wanted to. We were super bummed for her, but we love her. We support her. She did amazing. Everything that she accomplished and achieved is really incredible. She inspired me, Peyton. I want to start doing like some things for charity. So the ripple effect that she's having in the space is absolutely massive. But also, like, did we shout out like Helica Gaming? They were doing some incredible stuff at
Dude, they had so many events. They were like supporting all kinds of things, man. When it came to the whole organization. So like they did a whole bunch of like different types of parties, but then also like we're doing some like on-chain analytics and all that kind of stuff. Like it was some very impressive stuff. We couldn't like really publicly announce some of the stuff that they're working on, but it was really cool. And then they also have a Helica accelerator. So we met with some of the games that were part of the Helica accelerator. And do not sleep on Helica, another specific on-chain analytics platform. And now they're helping games come to market with Helica and using the data set that they have been building up for the last like 2 or 3 years. So really cool stuff.
Absolutely, man. We saw Kathleen from Ronin at Karate Combat. She's amazing. They're cooking. I also saw Elena from Immutable at the Karate Combat after party. Love Elena. She's incredible. She came to the award show that I hosted like 2 years ago. So really, really great to see her. We went to dinner with Vo and Easy, hearing all about what Bodogos are doing and what Magic Eden is doing. They're cooking. It's like, you love to see it. Vo is just an incredible talent.
She's amazing. And also like a really good content creator too. So like we were talking a little bit about like what she wants to do for terms of content creation, which is a little too busy right now, to be honest. But she definitely for the right project definitely will be reaching out to her. She's amazing.
For sure. All right, Peyton. With that said, let's get into these markets, man. Where are we at? Bitcoin 69K, kind of flat on the week. You know, it's just kind of hovering. I feel like it's, you know, slowly building, accumulation zone, loading the spring. I'm actually turning pretty bullish on these markets. Ethereum, of course, off of the ETH ETF, getting approved, 3,800 ETH, still kind of flat on the week, down 2%, is what I'm seeing. Solana, $165. So the majors kind of flat. They're looking like Dogecoin down 2%, Cardano down 1%, Avalanche down 3%, Chainlink up 5%. So there you go. While the majors are kind of just, you know, hanging out there. boy, are
Yeah.
some of these gaming tokens up bigly, brother. We'll talk about those in a second. The fear and greed index is 73 right now. Peyton, to me, it feels like we are like, this feels like Bitcoin last cycle around like 40K, where we were just like hovering for a while,
You
and
want
then like,
consolidation for sure.
yeah,
I'm a
and
big
then
fan of
just
it.
like, it's like, oh, how much higher can it go, right? Like 20K Bitcoin, 30K Bitcoin,
Right.
40K Bitcoin. But then like we got to the 60K Bitcoin. Like I'm seeing price targets for 100K Bitcoin. And with everything that's happening politically, with the meme coins, with the mania, it's like the markets can stay irrational longer than we can stay solvent, kind of
Right.
thing. And I do feel like I've kind of been of the mindset like, oh, if we pulled back to 50K, like that would be totally normal and
Right.
probably healthy. I can totally see these markets just being like absolute mania. GameStop is here, celebrities are here. Like we could run up to 100K Bitcoin. Like I could see
Yeah.
that happening.
I can't wait for that, man. I really can't. And obviously, like we're in a very like small niche too. So the consolidation period usually is when that time kind of like rips for a lot of those altcoins,
Yeah.
like gaming. So like the gaming markets, like you said, like completely ripped. We were back up to 23 billion market cap.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ripping. IMX at 3 billion, and a lot of us we were talking about it too, right? Like we want IMX to do well because that is kind of the current top for it. And so if
Yep.
Immutable does really well, everybody else does. Gala, I wish was way lower, but we'll talk about that later. Ronin creeping up on Gala though, like a lion. 1 billion market cap. I think fully diluted is 3 billion too.
Yep.
Echelon Prime still freaking ripping, but also 7-day 18.5%
Yeah.
into that. So
They're down.
yeah.
Hey, and if you organize it by the top gainers over the week, Nyan Heroes up 120%, absolutely ripping up to
How do you do that? Here,
37 cents.
I'll send it to you if you can do the how do you do the what's it called?
Oh, let me share.
Yeah.
Here we go. Nine Heroes up 120%, 37 cents. My neighbor Alice up 100%. Planet 9, 96%. Game finding a recovery, 53%. Even Portal up 37%. Pixels up
Pixels.
26%. Absolutely great.
Zai.
Zai up
Let's go, Sophie.
18%. Magic up 16%. Big Time up 14%. I mean, if you're holding a lot of these gaming tokens and having exposure there, we are seeing some very, very nice recoveries. I guess what's down? Corpo down 22%. Prime actually down about 20%. But man,
Keep it coming, Prime. I want
those,
to buy. Keep it coming. Yeah, I love you, Koji, but keep it putting it down.
Not financial advice, but these feel like good entries to me. You guys do your own thing, of course. But Aperon down 60%, Bad Mad down 14%. So there are some volatility in the markets, of course. Peyton, let's use this opportunity to go back to the meme coins a little bit, the celebrity meme coins. I got Jenner up here down 82% from like that high. We talked about it on last week's show because it had launched kind of over the weekend. $6 million market cap. The celebrities are kind of here. They're grifting. We don't know if they're deep fakes or not. There's all sorts of confusion on the timeline. Not so bullish on Jenner, but my goodness, the talk of last week. Mother Iggy Azalea is here, man. Mother launched last week. It's currently at a $69 million market cap. Nice. The price is up to about 7 cents here, up 4% on the 24-hour, but up massive. I mean, I've got the low here. We were at consensus looking at some of this stuff, and from their pullback, from the initial pullback, it is up almost 1,500%. So you could have gotten in and done extremely well here, but I mean, I don't know, gambling on a celebrity meme coin.
Yeah.
What do you think about this, man?
Dude, I was having a crap ton. Like, but you have to like go into it like knowing that's what you're doing, right? Orangey stepped through the door and he was just kind of talking about like meme coins. I said, like, dude, I never like really actually did it. And he was
Yeah.
just like, all right, come sit down. And so me, Dub, and Steph, I think we bought like duck or something. But it was a really like good learning experience for me because it's just like it is very addicting. Like I'm like, I can see like the appeal or whatever. Obviously, gambling is just addicting in its
Yeah.
nature. Um, but like it is just like culture, and it's just like literally the thought process of some of these are like, oh yeah, oh that sounds cool. Did they make a new website? Oh, it's the same
Yeah.
account. He dumped on it. The devs dumped on it before. Like it's just like all this specific like context in this world, and it was just absolutely crazy to just experience that. I don't think I'm gonna go back in, but it was freaking nuts, and I'm
Dub
happy that I did it.
Dub was like, it was like midnight, and Dub was like straight gambling on shit, like newly launched shit
Yeah, yeah.
coins. Up a soul, down a soul. It was kind of wild to watch. The mother token is really interesting, man. It seems like Iggy Azalea, from what I'm hearing, is like really trying to get into the culture. And like memeing really well, retweeting a lot of us. I think like Easy Eats got a retweet, some other people got retweets. Kind of wild to see. And again, to me, this is just a signal that like we're entering into the mania. We're kind of like crossing the chasm of the bull market, where it's like undeniable, and there's just going to be so much opportunity, so much volatility, so many rugs. Like it's a minefield out here. You're gonna have to be avoiding things. I think the next one I had was Soulja Boy is out here kind of grifting again. I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean that's how I feel. Yeah. Even talking about a Web3 game.
Dude, he was heads down building, bro. Stop freaking fudding him. Look at that, dude. Heads down building.
Yeah, guys. The future of Web3 gaming is Soulja Boy's
Soulja Boy, tell him, bro.
metaverse. I did see someone kind of meme that like Soulja Boy has a metaverse before Bored Apes.
Yeah, that's it's a complete cinematic though. Like this is like nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
no,
game away. I freaking love what prices.
Oh, Bryson, Camel, Jonah went in on him. So I do want to take this point to like to point out this like reminds me of last cycle, like Logan Paul getting in with CryptoZoo, and I almost fell for it, man. I thought that like there's no way that Logan Paul would risk his reputation and like scam or rug or whatever. So like I have a lot of empathy for the people that did get into CryptoZoo, because I heard they felt the same way. It's like this is such a known celebrity. He was at NFT NYC, which like kind of signaled to me that like he was really about the culture or whatnot. But yeah, you got to be aware of this stuff. I think that this cycle, things don't change, and a lot of these celebrities are grifting. I think they're going to get in trouble, honestly.
Yeah, no, like there's like a lot of people like in from the back channels from like the builder side, like they're cracking down. And so you just have to be very careful and do a lot of things smartly, especially even like some of the content creators, right? Like just be careful on like the way that you say things, make sure that you're publicly disclosing and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's about to get like really regulated here, which regulation means there's a hammer that comes with it. So
yeah,
just be prepared and all that stuff. And I was just talking with my mentor who's like kind of outside of the crypto space. He said, yeah, there's Reddit is about to be like getting like really cracked down. So like speaking of Reddit, like the Witty Kitty specific thing going on right now.
Yeah.
Like that is
talk about disclosing.
Talk about disclosing. But I will say, like, he said that he's very well known in the Silicon Valley area. He's like Goldman Sachs and all that stuff. So he was saying that a lot of his like VC friends are saying that like they're going after Reddit hard for like some of these forms.
Yeah.
For like who's gonna get in trouble for like some of this like market manipulation. And so it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, right?
It's absolutely crazy, man. Roaring Kitty is back on Reddit, posting his positions last night into GameStop, revealing $180 million. Like absolutely, like where did he get $180 million? First of all, I thought he made like 30 million
from his sponsors, brother. Sponsors, brother.
Absolutely crazy. GameStop is up 72% right now, man. Currently $39. Just crazy. Absolutely crazy.
It is crazy.
But again, to me, this is just the signal that the mania is back, the craziness is back, and I think that like this is a cycle. This is a cycle. We're gonna see a lot of opportunities here. So lock in, guys. Is basically what I've got.
It is really
that's how I'm
crazy.
feeling about it.
To be honest, I think this part of the cycle is kind of very similar to like when Gary Vee entered,
Yeah.
and like was really like heavy on it.
Yeah.
And so like if you look at like the people that are coming in are also the people that like were one of the last ones to come in last time.
Mhm.
And so it's just really kind of curious. They're kind of like us. This cycle is like, no, I'm not gonna get dumped on this time. But these celebrities, man, are just freaking a whole nother level.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I think Michael Saylor's going, making the rounds and on all these podcasts, and like the narrative is just going to be there. The attention is just going to flow. People are just going to keep hearing about all this stuff, and like, we've been kind of saying the past 6 months, like we're in this bull market, but like retail's not here yet, right? Like, there's no real new liquidity entering into the markets. I think that has now changed. I think that retail is starting to come in and will come in. And man, it's gonna be a wild time, and we're gonna be covering it every single Monday on Ready Up. Shout out to the chat real quick. Taylor Sid going wild. Crimson in the chat.
Oh, Taylor Sid.
Shout out to the Swifties. Lau, of course. Appreciate you pulling up. Tierney, congratulations on your graduation, brother.
And also getting in front of the camera, dude. You're a good looking dude. Keep on doing it. That's there's a reason why you got 200 likes, brother.
Peyton, man, let's get into some of these game updates. The first one that I want to talk about, Notcoin. I don't know how. This thing is up 300% and on the week. $2.1 billion valuation, just absolutely going crazy since their
Would you consider this to be a game?
I mean, it's a farming clicker thing on Telegram, so it's not a very interesting game, but it is technically a game. And
I will just say though, if this ever goes into the gaming category of GameFi, this is literally one of the top
most
and like
successful
really
games ever.
IMX.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's absolutely crazy, man. It's the 7th most traded asset on Binance, beating out Solana, Dogecoin, and XRP. So a lot of that volume and a lot of this run, Peyton, has been through Binance. So I don't know if that's, I don't know if it's all natural. But
no, there's definitely like a lot of volume and like wash trading and market making happening. Like there's definitely that definitely happens. But at the same time, like I feel like that's also a lot of like marketing and advertisement for Notcoin, right? So some of like these things that like market make, everybody looks at like trending and volume and all that stuff. On that aspect of things, that is like market manipulation a lot of ways if they're doing it on purpose. But like Notcoin is also on Telegram, right? So something that we talked about, which was like the 3 major categories that we're looking for in 2024, has been base, which is like on-chain base summer, whatever the frick they call that thing is coming, as well as Blast. And Blast Gold is about to get airdropped. We'll talk about Pacmoon V2 here shortly. But then Telegram has been ripping the bots. Like even AlphaBot has like during the bear kind of saw where the things were going to go and also integrated their bot into Telegram. So there's a lot of good stuff, man, coming for the Telegram ecosystem. And I think this cycle, like last cycle, was very Discord heavy. And I love Discord. I think Telegram is going to be this cycle. That's my hot take. And it's going to be, I think it's going to be crazy.
Yeah, man. Keep an eye on Telegram, guys. They are cooking. We'll talk about Eliza posting about their meme coins and some opportunities over there. Payne, I want to keep it moving. I got Parallel pulled up next because we got so many updates that we got to get through. I loved seeing this one, guys. This is a short video, but let's take a look at it, man. Big Parallel.
Hi, here's a new colony update video. This time focused on art and visual development. Our concept art team has been focused on exploring all aspects.
Talking with Koji and Temple at Consensus, man.
Elements, and even the different NPCs
they're just on another level.
They are. I said in my specific like consensus
This
like
is
review.
empowering our tech and 3D
Look how
art
freaking
teams to
cool this
create
is.
rich
Dude,
and diverse
sick.
environments.
So like just
By
talking to
using
them,
Unreal Engine 5,
well, not even
we
talking to them. I
powerfully
was singing with
scale
them.
content
Like I have
Yeah.
the utmost
We
respect
are not
for
only advancing
Temple
mass
and
production, but making sure that
Koji,
each
just like
colony
great
is unique
people.
from the rest.
I think I got a lot
Character
closer
art
with
team
Koji
is
this
working
this
hard on bringing
this
into
trip, and just
Unreal
got
Yeah.
to see him and
11,000 unique
see how he
avatars
operated. He's just
which
so
have all
humble
their
too.
traits.
Look at this.
Hold on, Peyton.
Yeah.
We got.
Back
I gotta
it
make
up.
sure. I gotta make sure the chat
The
hears
character
this.
art team is working hard on bringing into Unreal our 11,000 unique avatars collection.
11,000
all their
characters.
traits, such
All
as
their
weapons,
traits.
companions,
Weapons,
helmets,
companions.
3 of them.
features. We are also working
look
on
at the floor
rigs for a
price, but
wide
I got 3 of
variety
them.
animations
Dude.
for the AI agents to perform their
Koji said that they want to be the Star Wars killer. They want to build someone will, create a new IP that will be the next Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they are on a mission to do that. And when you see stuff like this, holy crap, do I see it.
as well as
Yo, can we
Look
pump
how-
up the sound a little bit? Chat saying that
I'm
it's
trying.
it's hard
I'm
to hear.
trying to, but I can't. I don't know why my mouse never
more
works.
videos in the near future.
Here we go.
Thank you.
That was the end of
Yeah.
it. We'll have that link down below, but man, exciting
28 million
updates
still.
out of Parallel, man.
I'm sorry. I tend to do that, Taylor. Sorry.
Can we show this? We also had we got some behind the scenes of Alchemy and Lunatics at the Shrapnel House. We got I don't think the trailer's out yet. I was trying to look for it.
No, it was definitely just for us at the house. So it'll be coming out soon whenever like the official launch is. Absolutely. But, like this is the
I love this so much, right?
Yeah.
So Seabass was playing Lunatics. It's a
He was
Discord
playing
game
all night, brother.
all night.
So much.
Within the Shrapnel Discord, super fun activation that Shrapnel has done with Alchemy, this Discord game that they've built. You can see the excitement, the fun. It's like a 3v3 battler. But Seabass right there won $1,000 for completing and I think like winning, I don't know, 8 games of Lunatics, which is just freaking awesome, man.
Yeah. And also AE's just saying in the chat, I just want to mention it because I went to the Azure game booth. So always love games behind the scenes. More of this for sure. Azure's doing it as well. So people that don't know my past, I worked for Azure for a year. What they have built is literally like, just think of Genshin, but like US superheroes, not even superheroes, but like goddesses, like really freaking cool. And what they're building is just freaking amazing. So keep an eye out for Azure. There's a reason why their volume is increasing on those NFTs. It is absolutely crazy. But in not so good news, we have another skeleton in the closet. That's why I titled it as is kind of coming out. And this is a public statement from Spider Tanks.
Yep.
And them really saying it. But I know that you have highlighted some things. So I'll put yours up here, I see.
Yeah, so this was a letter issued by Gamedia, the company behind Spider Tanks, really calling out their partnership with Gala Games. They cite multiple issues, including missed commitments, revenue mismanagement, and even legal threats. However, they go on to state their commitment to the game and the community, while criticizing Gala Games, saying that they've shifted away from their mission. They do plan to disengage from further investment in Spider Tanks, and they reveal a history of similar issues affecting other developers and projects that have been associated with Gala Games. This is not too long of a letter, so if you are interested, I do recommend kind of reading it. And
I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
because I think this is like something that a lot of the other teams that were working for Gala, unfortunately, don't have as much of a following as Spider Tanks because their games weren't like really released yet, and all that stuff. So I think Spider Tanks, because of Jesus's relationship with them, and also just like they were like one of the most like popular games in Web3 gaming, they have a little bit more of a platform to stand on, and I think it's very powerful to read it, just for anybody that's also building on Gala or anything like that too. So
100%. To be fair, let's show both sides of the story.
Yes,
Jason Brink did comment on it as well. he replying to someone on Twitter, Timbo Slice, who had invested quite a lot of money into Spider Tank's NFTs. Jason Brink says, thinks the whole thing is a shame. He has loved Spider Tanks and will continue. I can't talk about some of the stuff legally. But saying that there's two sides to every story, and he doesn't think that Game Media or Gala are evil or anything. But if they decide to kind of push things in the legal pathway, then he'll continue to do what he's done, and serve the community. And the truth says a lot of this stuff, kind of saying like, hey, it's a little bit of he said, she said. They're not perfect either. Only one person in this story has access to the code and can ship updates and stuff like that, and they're not really doing that. It's getting a little messy. It's a real kind of unfortunate, I think
but it's always messy with Gala, right? Like, has it ever been not messy with Jake, with even the team? Like, everybody takes to Twitter. Like, obviously things that are in the back end, they felt as if they needed to bring it out. And so for me, what I definitely hear, like, the sides of the story, it's always Gala'S side of the story, and then it's always everybody else's side of the story. And it's just very sad to see. I've already laid into them heavily enough. I'm not going to do it anymore. And also, shout out to Yukin in the chat, buddy. Yukin was at Consensus, got to hang out with this dude.
Love you.
He's amazing.
Brother.
Came in 8th in Wilder World. Luckily, I wasn't there, brother. I was at karaoke. I would have been one. So can't hit what you can't see, Yukin. Can't hit what you can't see, Yukin.
Great. Now he's gonna clip that one up and start another game rivalry.
Another montage presented by. Yeah. Oh man. But what's exciting though? Symbiogenesis coming to Arbitrum. And is this a little hint that it's coming to Zai? I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
I mean, I would have to imagine, right? I would have to imagine. I am such a big fan of Symbiogenesis. I love their game. I love the team. I love what they're doing. I've been almost covering them for almost a year now. So I think Peyton, I find this so fascinating. Because I mean, it's Symbiogenesis, it's Square Enix. So them moving to Arbitrum really kind of speaks to what Sobi, what Arbitrum, what Zai is doing. We're going to cover some more news on Arbitrum, the $250 million that they're releasing to invest into Web3 gaming. So, man, Arbitrum is one to keep an eye on. I think there's another quick hit story here. Crypto Unicorns. We've been covering this for a while. They were one of our first sponsors back in February. Their migration to Zai has started. This is not news. They, have been talking about this for a while, but the migration has officially started. Of course, their RBW token has migrated to their CU, Crypto Unicorns token. We did a builders call in Wolves DAO with Crypto Unicorns recently. Good. They've got a lot cooking, man. I'm really excited about what they've got going on. I'm gonna be doing some more videos with them. Shout out to Crypto Unicorns, man. Real excited.
If you ever want to get beat in those videos, just hit me. Speaking of getting beat in videos.
Oh my goodness, man. Moving on. Wilder World was definitely a winner in my mind. One of the highlights of Consensus, man. First of all, shout out to their media team, man. They put these videos out like that, man, within like an hour of us. Look at the quality there. You, me, and Sam were going at it in Miami.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I freaking just love you two so much, man.
I love you.
Anytime I get to just hang out with you guys and just play video games.
Yeah. We were having a blast. So this was the Wilder house, first of all. Super cool. Shout out to them for putting the house together, kind of trying to take a page out of Shrapnel's book, giving people a place to go and hang out and congregate, play some games, connect, and just vibe out. I didn't spend too much time there, but it was really cool to go see there. I think when we were walking in, Orangey was leaving, so that was always fun. But also, man, can we talk about their event on Friday night?
Was freaking solid.
So
so good.
Wheels Arcade, they rented out a whole warehouse, set up the PCs, had a DJ going, had a dance floor going. It was a vibe. You could sit down on the ground. They had incense going. It was like a warehouse party, but they had their esports competition going. I think $50,000 in wild token. Everybody was there, man. Bryson, Jesus, Hustle, all my favorite people, man. It was a vibe, and I just want to make a point, man. Like, I big up Shrapnel a lot because I think that they absolutely deserve it because no one is doing what they're doing. But my goodness, is Wild the World stepping up, man. The energy that was there, it really had that gamer esports, that sweaty kind of like competitive energy where you just wanted to be there, racing, playing the game, talking trash with your friends. Like I could do this. It just had that gamer culture. It really felt like that gamer culture. And I want to shout out Frank and Phoenix
Absolutely.
for like pushing that forward, putting on these crazy esports tournaments. I can totally see an esports community evolving around Wilder World and it getting really competitive. And I think that we need more of this in the space, Peyton. I think I want to see more games creating events like this where it's not about the token. It's not about a panel. It's not about, this or that. It's about gaming. It's about gaming with your friends and having fun. And I had such a good time at this event, man. Shout out to them.
Absolutely. Dude, I completely agree. And I think like it just is also just like a game that all of us enjoyed to play and also just it was fun to also just like talk trash to the other content creators. And I think that was something that I put in my like summary of consensus, but I think it's not probably emphasized enough of like how close we are getting as a creator community. Like I think that's something like we talk to each other in DMs now. Like I got to speak with Jesus and his fiance and also Hustle as well. So I got to spend like 3 hours with them. We were just talking about stuff, man, like how much we've grown in 2021 all the way to here. And like, we're no longer just like, oh, this person's making videos. It's really cool. It's like, no, like whenever we're at these events, like I am going out of my way to meet you and to talk about you and catch up with you. And then also just like doing DMs and collabs and asking for advice, comparing prices. There's a lot of connections there. And I think a lot of builders don't understand how close we are getting in behind the scenes. So just know that as well for that, man. So
but
a lot of waves are being made.
Just gaming too, man. Like we're in crypto gaming. Like we've been begging for the games here. Like we just want to play games with our friends and make money with our internet friends. And like, Shrapnel STX at Wolves Den GDC was amazing. Also, Wolves Den was amazing with all the playtests. Rec League. Chibi Clash, Space Nation, Play Ember, like those were just so much fun. Like we're here where the games are happening. And shout out to Sam and Wolfsdow for like organizing a lot of those at GDC. But like I like to see these games, putting on these events and these showcases, at these different conferences. Like that's what I want to see more of that in 2024 and 2025. If not, then like that's not the direction that
then we bring back Web3 Gamer Awards. We're running it back turbo.
Yeah. I just love this comment from Crimson. I grew up on LAN games. This was like an old school LAN party. It was so cool, man. But we got more quick hits to get to. Let's talk about Mythical Games partnering with Pudgy Penguins to build an icy new mobile party game for millions to play around the world. Super cool. This came out of left field. I was not expecting this partnership. Mythical Games, of course, the team behind Blankos and possibly more popular NFL Rivals, which had like 3 million downloads on the App Store.
What do you think if they make Blankos, but like with Pudgies? Like, do you think that would be like a really big move, or like, I know you and Python were like super involved in it, or more Python was. Also shout out to Python and got to see him and just love that.
Python. I liked Blankos. I was like really excited for Blankos, but I think that Mythical kind of fumbled the bag and the ball a little bit when it comes to that IP. I know Python has been very outspoken about that. So I think if they had a chance to make it successful, it would be with Pudgy. So shout out to them. So Pudgy's got the IP, and maybe Mythical has the game development chops to make it happen. So, hey, if at first you don't succeed, try again. I'm not gonna count them out. But yeah, cool to see. The thing that was interesting about this, Peyton, is that this is actually going to be built on the Polkadot based Mythos chain. So Mythos is the Mythical Games kind of chain with their Myth token. So interesting to see the Pudgy Penguins like lending their IP over to that chain and ecosystem. But hey, I'm here for it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I am also here for Fiction
Oh my
Zero,
goodness.
Confiction
Ugh,
Labs. I'm so bullish
faded.
on this game studio, dude.
I faded. I'm so
Dude,
sad.
you faded, and
Yeah.
guys, I even said
I
to them,
know.
I was like, "Hey, you should really talk to Icy. I love
They
him. You
did. They
respect
did.
him."
They gave me every opportunity. I didn't understand what they were doing in the beginning, man. So break this down. So
Yes.
it was a 0.08 ETH mint.
Yes.
But they returned 1 ETH to you almost
So
immediately if you lock it up for like 30 months.
yeah, so it's 0.2 to reserve your spot,
Okay.
and then 0.8 to mint. So it was a whole
Yeah.
1 ETH.
Yeah.
But you get returns if you lock it up for 30 months.
Yeah.
Right? So you
2.5
get everything.
years. Insane.
Yeah, yeah. But
you
okay,
basically
so
get a free NFT.
Yeah, this is what I think, right? So how many of the games have I round tripped?
Yeah.
If I'm somebody here that is here for the long term,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna do that, I'm becoming more of a grail. Like I
Yeah.
really am. And like I don't know, there's just so many things, and I'm also so busy and all that stuff. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, dude, this is so much better. And there's like, probably like token and stuff like associated with this for like
Mhm.
locking it up for that amount of time.
Mhm.
There's like a 2x multiplier. It's kind of like
Mhm.
shown that. So it's like, you know what? This specific project is really polished. And I'm trying to find like some gameplay. In the meantime, I'll put up Grail's thing.
Yeah.
So I'll try to find more of the gameplay for what Confiction Labs is building, which then I'll give a little bit of like alpha about it. It's on Steam and all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, shout out to Gorell, shout out to Confiction Labs. They rebranded. You guys might know them as Mythic Protocol and their game Play Riftstorm. I've played it. It is super fun. It kind of reminds me of Cypher a little bit. It's a top down kind of shooter. But it's really, really good. I met the team last NFT NYC like almost 2 years ago. So they've been building and super good game. People are really bullish on it, so I should not have faded this.
It's okay, buddy. I love you.
there will be other opportunities for sure. But yeah,
so this is what I'll say on the game, right? So game is on Steam. They have done only organic reaches, so they haven't like really done any festivals. For people that don't know what festivals are, these are things that are like kind of like on the front banner of Steam, like during type of like Gamescom, all that stuff. They haven't done any of that, and they have over 15,000 like wish lists. So for people that don't know about the wish list and kind of that ecosystem, how it works, it's around 7,000 wish lists that you can become the popular and upcoming for 2 weeks prior to your launch. They've done a lot of different types of alpha testing, and they did it. So a lot of my call with them, it was funny because they were like, "Oh, nobody's been asking us these type of questions," because I come from more of the game background, right? So I've been helping build and all that stuff for a long time. So I was just like, "Oh, what are your numbers? Like, what are your KPIs and all that stuff, like LTVs and stuff like that?" And they kind of told me about those specific numbers. It was really amazing. And then I asked them about like kind of their degen specific plan, and they understand how to play the game. They understand like, no, we understand that we need a core group of people that we make like kind of a lot of money for. And like they will become our ambassadors, and picking that core group of people, make sure that they have a megaphone, which is why I told him to connect with Icy and he faded it. So I absolutely love him.
Real quick, guys, shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love. Appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and give away some IMX to some of the people that retweeted the space at the beginning of the show. Obi-Wan Benobi from the Gaming Strategist. Appreciate you, brother. Consensus was epic. Great recap of events here from Peyton and Icy. You're going to win 10 IMX, my friend.
Especially for that comment.
Yeah, Kay. Really appreciate you active in the comments, but also retweeting the space saying, awesome people, let's watch some awesome live streaming. You're going to win 10 IMX. And then shout out to the people that just retweeted it for sure. I want to give Crimson Caravan 10 IMX. Please. It was great meeting you in person at
Wait, what? He was there?
Oh, yeah. Crimson was there.
Crimson, did you like introduce yourself?
He might have. He might have. And
I'm so sorry, brother.
Real quick, shout out to Raiden giving us the retweet, man. The legend, founder of GG Chronicles and 44 Labs. I'm gonna give Raiden. Raiden doesn't need the 10 IMX, but I'm gonna give Raiden
Give
the
it to him
10
anyway.
IMX, man. Really appreciate you showing support, guys. We still have a queen egg or whatever we give away from Honeyland to give away, and we've got some whitelist spots to the Carv node sale. So keep the comments coming. We'll keep getting those out. Shout out to G Crod in the chat. Much love, brother. We got tacos at the shack.
My bad, Crimson. If I probably don't know you as Crimson. I probably know you by your regular name. So.
Yeah. Let's keep it going, Peyton, man.
I'm sorry. I'm derailing SIC. I told Icy that like I have a date with my wife, and I've been the one that's been going down deep. So my fault, brother.
No, we're vibing. I actually think we're doing really good on time as well.
Okay, great.
Off the Grid had their playtest last week. Yeah. Actually, shout out to Crimson. He was downloading his playtest footage. It was like a gigabyte. He was downloading it to his phone, and he showed me the exclusive footage. I don't think it's public yet.
Dude,
I think it looked really friggin' good. Shout out to Ramen Cash, one of our favorite creators who I respect immensely, really saying great things about the game. He said it's in its earliest form. It's been the best battle royale extraction shooter he's played to date. He is 100% all about this game until it releases. The map details were stunning. The movement needs a little improvement, but that's probably to be expected. He said it is better than most. The variety of loadouts and the limbs will make this game exciting day in and day out. So from some of the footage that I saw from Crimson, like, you know, it's from the
I don't know if you want to doc. Crimson's telling you to be quiet.
No, I mean, you know, listen, that's what we're here for, right? Off the Grid would love this. It's from the director and creator of District 9. So if you've seen that alien futuristic kind of dystopian robot kind of cyborg movie, that's what a lot of the characters look like in Off the Grid. Cool. So like those limbs are going to be detachable, all kinds of stuff, cool. Upgrades, kind of like Cyberpunk, right?
Yeah.
So I certainly imagine those to be like NFTs and maybe how that will integrate into the game, and really going to be a futuristic kind of battle royale, which I'm really looking forward to. So,
well, yeah, there was even a thing by Avery Bartlett, Off the Grid's most feature complete product in Web3. And there are some people that were playing it in, or somebody that has been playing it. They came to consensus. I'm not gonna name names, but because they're a big name, and they said it is one of the best games, if not the best game that's currently in Web3 right now. And like, to have that, like, I even come from like a competitor, semi-competitor. It's a first person, so it's not really for shrapnel. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm still super excited for it because that means that we have a game that could have like a ripe for mass adoption, and that's like really a lot of us what we're waiting for, right? To kick off something from like the GameFi market to like really make sure that we're up top and that we're like not top of mind for a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, what they're listed on the Xbox page. I think they're probably going to get, you know, PlayStation as well. So like coming to console and PC, it could be a really big title.
Dang. Also free Taylor. He got his account suspension from.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Taylor, you're still going through that. I'm so sorry, brother. Yeah, we got to work on that for you. But moving on, Peyton, you added this last in Super Champs. Oh,
sorry. I thought we were going my bad.
No, I think I lost the Cityverse Tycoon. So tell me about Cityverse. What do they got coming up? I know.
I'll do Cityverse real quick. So Cityverse is going to be going into their mint this week. So deposits open and close phase 1. So June 3rd. So today to June 6th, 1 p.m. UTC. Winners claim between June 6th to June 7th. And then whitelist mint phase 2, June 6th through guaranteed no over allocation. So this is Cityverse Tycoon in terms of these piggy banks. And these piggy banks are going to be very involved in terms of their ecosystem, and even like speculated to have like a token and all that stuff. And like the product is going to be ready day one. So really excited to see that happen. And also I love how the standard is being raised through this cycle. Mm-hmm. Like will we have like a mass adoption hit or whatever? I don't know. But what is actually happening right now is that the bar is being raised. It's like, no, you don't get to like sell like for like a year or two in there. I have an actual product. I'm ready to play. I'm ready to have a token sync on day one. That's what Cityverse Tycoon is doing.
Yeah.
I want more of this to happen. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Shout out to Jonah as well. I think he's been advising and guiding them, obviously helping them out a lot with.
No,
the
he's been putting
marketing.
his name behind this one a lot, and shout out to Jonah for having that much conviction.
I've seen some of the gameplay. YP posted some gameplay. It looks really good. It looks fun. It's very casual, but in very degen kind of game, which that's what we are. Real quick, I just want to point out Cityverse Tycoon is only following one person. And when I clicked into this,
let's go!
Let's
freaking go!
Oh man, it's so funny.
I didn't know that.
Peyton, I guess you didn't see. I sent it to our group chat last night, and Sam was like, I wonder if they're using that to try and like stoke the rumor, perpetuate the rumor that maybe we're more involved than we are. I don't know.
I will say, guys, I will dispel the rumor. I haven't signed anything. And so, but hey, that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Whenever people put it in bios or, dude, this is the first time I'm saying this. So shout out to you guys. Yeah. And also you guys get free advertisement. GG's, Jonah. GG's. I'm about to cut this thing and put it up on Twitter.
Exactly. Really, really freaking cool there. I was just doing this randomly research last night for the show, and I'm like, oh, they're only following one person. I'm like, who is it? I thought it was going to be Jonah. And then when I saw Wolves now, I was like, oh, dude, that's freaking sick, man. Shout out to
them. That's awesome.
Peyton, talk to me about Super Champs, man. What's going on with Super Champs?
Okay, so Super Champs, full disclosure, like advising them on everything like that. And also, it's for me, I just really believe in Omar. Out of like probably like around 30 or 40 meetings that I've done since like I announced it, this was the only one that I like signed and wanting to work with a longer term. The reason why is Omar is like super open to it, has like the pedigree of like no other, very similar to like Paul Bettner's specific background, comes from Disney, come from Zynga, all that kind of stuff. And they have two games that right now have over 3 million downloads collectively, right? And so like, I think the narrative here, especially when I talk in narratives, especially with Web3, is like Heroes of Mavia, they're coming on base, What I mean by like Heroes of Mavia is that Heroes of Mavia has like over 1 million downloads. It's like, well, these two mobile apps already have over 3 million downloads. And also they have like, I think 22% of the token supply reserved for people that are currently playing the preseasons, and like their preseason, you can see it right there. Rocket Rampage, play 5 games and get 200 points. You'll be able to have the NFT and get preseason rewards for the stuff for a champ token. I was like just making sure I could say it. It's right there. So like future like champ specific token. Yeah. And also Super Champs HQ is their stuff. So don't fade it. I'm super excited. I'm working with some content creators in the back that are like kind of working through the contracts. And actually, I need to talk to you. I see it, Sam, about it here soon. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. So I think they're currently at like 0.13, and they were at like 0.10 like last week. So definitely gonna be trying to get those NFT prices up for the next preseason. So I'm super pumped for it.
There you go, guys. You heard it here first. Exciting things coming out of Super Champs. We're excited about it. We're also excited about wait, how do I get this?
OpenSea.
There we go. OpenSea. Thank you. Say Network NFTs are now on OpenSea. Shout out to OpenSea and putting this together. Super exciting. The Say Network is not one that we cover too much, but I've been following it from Web3. Shout out to Gifted. Shout out to Nifty Q. The boys over there. I think they've got like Say What as like a show. They cover a lot of the ecosystem. Just love to see OpenSea doing stuff, man. But we also got to thank Immutable, the home of Web3 gaming. I actually got this little trailer. Can we watch this real quick? It's 30 seconds.
Sir. Oh yeah. Let me put it back.
Yeah. Whenever I go full screen, the audio though. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So many games, and so many good games too.
Cut down. Immutable.
Big shout out to Immutable, man. Let me just share this tab. You can now claim up to 16 daily gems if you hold 1,000 IMX, or 9 daily gems if you hold 100 IMX, or 3 daily gems if you hold 20 IMX. I am in this 20 IMX tier, but I need some catching up to do. So I think I'm going to upgrade to probably 100 IMX and start getting 9 daily gems.
Let's get our we get paid in IMAX, right? So make sure that we keep some of that, buddy.
Yeah, we'll be and we've been giving away a bunch of IMX here on the show. The ecosystem is getting better and better to use. I saw a tweet from Robbie Ferguson talking about layer swap making it easier to bridge and swap and all this stuff. So I've seen some complaints. I will share that as well. But like, I'm really excited and bullish on like what they're doing and the progress that they're making moving forward. So I would not sleep on this ecosystem. I'm not sleeping on it. We're super excited to be partnered with them. Of course, we do have the Honeyland Genesis Egg Mint happening. We talked about this with their raffle tickets. Super cool activation that they've got going on. Maybe we can give you guys some raffle tickets to give away as well.
Yeah, we'll talk to Corey.
Yeah, I'll message Corey about that. I think we'll have time for the next show to do that. Guys, if you're not downloading Honeyland and playing this game, I don't know what you're doing. They actually also have like an airdrop wheel that you can spin on the app. I was using it last night. It's actually like in like maintenance, but it's coming live in like another, I don't know, 6 hours or something like that. I can't wait. All you do is spin the wheel and you can earn like airdrop points and stuff like that. So
that's sick.
You gotta get in there. And of course, we got our boys over at Carv with their node sale. Cannot wait. The whitelist going live on June 3rd today. And the public sale going live on June 5th. We still have some whitelists to give away. I might give one to G-Crod in the chat right now. I appreciate you, rocking with us. G-Crod is the absolute best. So you got one whitelist, brother, to the Carv node sale. We got 2 more to give away throughout the rest of the show. But guys, if you've not looked into Carv, you need to look into Carv. Even if you just look into the quests that they have, they've got daily quests through all their partners. So many people using their questing platform. It's actually really, really slept on, but that just speaks to the marketing that they've done outside of the crypto gaming bubble that we all exist in. Their platform is so easy to use, and you can get soulbound tokens or badges or all sorts of rewards through the partners that they're using on their questing platform. Also on Gamified, we run Gamified quests every week. So you can be claiming some Gamified badges. We, through our partnership, are going to set up some Ready Up quests. So keep an eye out for that.
Let's go.
Yeah, keep an eye out for that next week. That'll be coming.
Let's go. Can we change metadata? Anyways, I'll talk to you offline about
it. With that said, Peyton, let's get into some industry news.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start with this one from Gabby Dyson, founder of Yield Guild. I thought this was fantastic, super fascinating. So Gabby says, my take on the current state of Web3 gaming is that we are in early consolidation phase, and the meta for the next 12 to 18 months will be the formation of strong game publishing ecosystems that may be united by a single value accruing publishing token rather than having a token for each game. Not all new games launching will have their own governance token. They will instead bend the knee to the ecosystem tokens that are easier to understand from an investment perspective. So I thought that this was really interesting, Peyton, and we can just stay here for just a quick second. All these games launching tokens, and like it feels a little diluted, a little oversaturated. Right. And I kind of agree that like my vision for the future of Web3 gaming and like from a token governance standpoint will be more of these ecosystem tokens. We're going to talk about Mocaverse launching their Realm ecosystem. I don't exactly know what that looks like. I mean, obviously like Immutable and Ronin and Zai and Avalanche, like those are some of the infrastructure plays that I've got my eye on. Right. But it was really cool to see Gabby. Like, I also agree that it still feels like we're very, very early in Web3 gaming.
We are.
And I think that the play is really infrastructure over, you know, singular games. I think that there's a lot that still needs to be figured out and built. I don't think that we see like a breakout hit game this cycle, but I do think that we see massive improvements in and growth and development in the
Right.
infrastructure that will launch, you know, the breakout game maybe in the next few years.
Yeah.
Do you have anything on this, Peyton?
Yeah, dude, I have so much, but I'm not gonna like really like labor on the point too much. I did also reading down into Gabby's specific stuff is like, investors already see most gaming chains as proxies for publishing ecosystems.
Mm.
Then this needs a more nuanced take. Providing gaming infrastructure does not equate to being able to help games succeed with go-to-market and monetization. And we have seen that. I will agree with Gabby here. And also there's a lot of like, there is like even more nuanced take in terms of like how I see like Web3 publishing in a lot of ways. And so, yeah, it's so easy to say, oh, yeah, well, if Steam launched a token, it would be super easy, right? But we've also seen Elixir and then Hyperplay as well as ones that, but like haven't really like taken off. But like a lot of the publishers back in Steam, like Team Fortress 2 and like Half-Life and all these ones kind of birthed out a specific opportunity. So though I agree with his specific take, I do think that it's still going to come from a game. Like where people are going to use that specific token. And maybe games could have like a better like thought process. I shouldn't even say thought process, but like
Design.
naming their token and all that stuff to like maybe have like more flexibility for like, the demand of being a publishing company in the future. And so there's that aspect of things that I'm like really curious about, really excited about. I don't know who's going to win. I do think that my bet is on like a game that is thinking about more publishing, but they focus on the game and making a very good game first, where they congregate a lot of players. Because publishing at the end of the day, sorry, I said it was gonna be short. It's not. Publishing at the end of the day is when there is players, right? Ronin is one of the only ecosystems, in my opinion, that takes a body of players, puts out a game in front of them, and says, "Go," and they do, right? So that is like what publishing is at the end of the day. So that is what Steam does. Is like, hey, I'm going to put a specific game on your banner based on your KPIs and your data before, and do that. And I think Web3 has a stronger specific data point. Whoever can kind of congregate that information and send players to that, and it matches their expectation, I think wins. And so it's a lot of like on-chain activity, but also having a little bit of like Web2 data. That's why I also think that games, because the games also have all the KPIs and all the data, it's marrying Web2 analytics with Web3 analytics that will become a very powerhouse for it. So anyways,
let him cook. No, man. This is why I love doing this show, because I get to get those takes from you. That was fantastic, man. And to your point, that is exactly what Mocaverse is attempting to do with their Realm network. So Realm Network is their solution, an interoperable stack with account, identity, reputation, points, and more to maximize the network effect amongst consumers and applications. So imagine traveling around the world with one passport, one bank account, one loyalty program, and one credit score, recognized and usable anywhere, anytime. This is a grand vision to bring full interoperability to the entire digital and physical world across all chains, all apps, and all users, while removing all blockchain barriers away from the devs and users. Mocaverse is in a good position to do this, right? Because they do have, through Animoca Brands, 450 portfolio companies, Mocaverse partners, 700 million addressable users, which is absolutely insane and massive. So Mocaverse is cooking. We've been covering this for a while now.
Right.
Shout out to Taylor. I think he said he's the top 1,000 point holder in Mocaverse. So they are cooking and one to keep an eye on. We're gonna quickly move through the rest of this industry news, jumping right into another ecosystem that is cooking. Arbitrum unlocking $250 million in funds for games, Ethereum games.
Well, this is what Gabby was saying, right? Like Arbitrum like very much stays in their lane. It's like really strong BD team, but like really sells, hey, we're not like the go-to-market specific people for you. We are the people that are going to give you like money and also the best tech in the world. And like a lot of the people that I would say like are the cutting edge of like gaming as well as understands the blockchain technology really well come to Arbitrum. Very surprised about that. So there's lessons in that for sure.
They're cooking, man. They're cooking. How do I get this back? There we go. The Gaming Catalyst program aims to empower gaming on the network to the tune of 225 million ARB tokens, just over $255 million over a 3-year period. This includes 200 million that will be dedicated specifically towards gaming projects, as well as another 25 million ARB to be used to help administer the funding campaign. I didn't understand that sentence. Maybe does that mean the team was like, hey, here's $25 million to just go work on this for the next 3 years?
I think the funding campaign is also to send for like marketing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, strategically allocated, focus on 2 initiatives: builder onboarding and growth, and then, like you said, Peyton, grants and direct investments into projects on a deal by deal basis. I agree with that. I think that's the right way to do it. Arbitrum Gaming is here, guys. They are cooking. They are not letting up off the gas. So yeah, going to be a lot of opportunities, and definitely one to watch. I think they're higher on my radar. Let's keep it moving, Peyton. The next one, man, I want to talk about real quick. Pacmoon V2 launching
since day one.
Social validators, man.
Yeah.
So Pac-Man V1, they had 4 seasons. They had seasons where they had the airdrops, over the course of season 1 and V1. Now they're at V2, and this is like an interesting model where you've got social validators, meaning if you hold over 10,000 in pack, you get an allotment of points per 24 hours. And any likes on a Pacmoon tagged piece of content by a validator will earn points from that validator's daily allotment. So if I have 10,000 pack, I am essentially a social validator for Pacmoon. Peyton, if I see you post about pack and I like that comment on Twitter, you get some of my daily point allotment. Because like it's just we're sharing the love and I'm validating, your content, being like, hey, great job. So if a validator only likes 1 Pacmoon post per day, that single post gets all of the validator's points from that validator for that day. And if 2, the points are split. What an interesting social mechanic layered on top of this whole ecosystem. I think that this is so impressive. Shout out to ICO Beast, really breaking this down. He did some math on it and did some estimation on the earning potential, basically breaking it down. I think I have it here. It's like $1 a day at current rates, and with like a potential APY of like 13% here. So yeah, the takeaway here is that a validator earns $1 per 15,000 pack they hold every single day. That's, $365 a year, 13% APY. You can't really earn that kind of return elsewhere, and that's just through the validator points. Now, of course, prices will change and fluctuate, so who knows what the true rate will end up being. But like the fact that that this type of analysis can be done at this point is like pretty bullish and pretty exciting for this whole ecosystem. So
yeah. I've always been a fan of like Lambo and what they're doing, and Lambo always gets on me and saying it's not just me. I just know Lambo very well, and we've talked about kind of this specific V2 before it was like announced. And it was just there's something to say about somebody being obsessive about one singular topic and how deep you can go. And this is like literally what Lambo and his team is doing, right? Like they're obsessive over distribution and SocialFi on this specific vertical, Twitter. And I think what a lot of people probably do in crypto is like they just go wide, right? But like having just focusing on like social validators, how we can do this. And whenever you're going out like to hear other people's like thoughts on it, it's all about just one thing, right? So it's just really beautiful to see what they have. And I'm gonna be making content on it. I didn't because I was at consensus. But starting tomorrow and then like until V2 is over, I'm gonna be like really hardcore participating in it, mostly because like I believe in it. I want to show support in that aspect of things. But I also just like love Lambo and his team. I want to support projects like that, and I'm supporting it with probably the most valuable thing that I have, which is time. So I'll be putting out some content here shortly.
I look forward to it, man. Quick case study from Zamiri. He liked 2 posts about Pac-Man today. Both creators earned $3,700 points. He earned 2,400 points, which equated to, from ICOB's analysis, about 16. He made $16 for validating, and the creators made about $24 each for him just liking their posts and their content. So again, the social layer of crypto is so fascinating to me. Thread Guy talked about how Fantasy Top was an L2, creating a game on top of Twitter. It's an L2 for Twitter, creating a game, a crypto native game on top of Twitter, where we all go every day and connect and network and already use. So Pacmoon, again,
Telegram, right?
kind of layering this. That's why Ton is doing so well, and Notcoin is doing so well, and like Pacmoon and Blast continuing to layer on top of Twitter, I think is just so frigging interesting. And it's like, that's the future of this whole entire space. It's going to be the tokenization of our social interactions. They're tapping into the Twitter API and using it to design these systems to align incentives. And like, I saw a good tweet. I forget who it was from. It might have been ICO Beast, but it was like the nuance of social validation to social validator. Instead of seeking validation, we are validating and giving that those points and that recognition to people in a tokenized, like, exciting way. And Pac, of course, is a meme coin on Blast. Like, that's the whole idea and utility.
So this is a hot take, not even a hot take. I'm hoping it's not. I think this is like the future of publishing. I think along this line is where the future of publishing is. Right. So when it comes to like a Web3 publisher and kind of what we were just talking with Gabby, like I hate to like not pick one of our own, but like I think something like Pacmoon or whoever solves that in terms of like the gaming ecosystem, that is a Web3 gaming publisher where you can connect different types of APIs in which that you can reward people for doing things to do your ecosystem, right? Like if you have a game and people play it, that's for sure. That's like in that side of ecosystem, but there's a meta on top of it that is so much more of a social world that we live in. Not everyone wants to play a game, but everybody wants to talk about that game. Right? Like, there were so much more people that talked about what is that one that was just like Up or something like that? The one that they just go up. So only how viral that was, and all that stuff, and like people liking it, people sharing it, they should be rewarded for that. Right. And that aspect of things, I think, is going to change the whole dynamic of publishing. That's why, like a few months ago, whenever I talked about Lambo and what freaking they're doing is like so freaking brilliant. I think it's a genius move. And I think a lot of games should understand what's being done right now and stop thinking about just their game. Start thinking about the meta game, which is all of us talking about it right now. We're talking about Pacmoon. We're talking about different types of games. We should be rewarded for that. Are we going to go in and play 3 hours of your game every single time? No, but we are the ones that are propagating your specific game to the masses. Like, so anyways, that's just my hot take.
Our time, our energy, our data is the currency, is the resource, and it's so brilliant. I could not agree more. We talk about it all the time. Tokens are the new user acquisition funnel tool, great for retention, great marketing, and we're seeing exactly that with Pacmoon. It's so brilliant. This is the future, and blockchain enables this. It's so inevitable, and it's so clear to me that, like, real quick, Taylor says, what do you think about degen on Warpcast and Farcaster? Because this was kind of designed off of that. I will say the one thing that I like, I love Farcaster. Shout out to Charlie. It was so great to meet Charlie.
Shout out to Charlie in chat.
We got to quickly move through all this, but the thing is, and I posted this, you can go back. I clipped it up from Thread Guy talking about this. The problem with Friendtech and Farcaster is that they take you off of Twitter. They're trying to take you away from where we already are. And like, it's such a hard sell. So I think that the the genius here is building on top of Twitter and on top of these social platforms that we already use. I mean, who uses Threads anymore from Instagram? Like no one. Like that's dead. So I think the future is like building on top of these ecosystems and not necessarily building the new ones. As much as like I want to see Farcaster win, I think like normal tech startups,
right?
Innovations will be done there, and then like when they're really really good, they'll get adopted into the main platforms, just like Twitter adopted Clubhouse Spaces and turned them into Twitter Spaces. I want to keep moving on, guys, because we got a few more alpha things to share and not a lot of time on the Memecoin narrative that we're seeing with Pacmoon. Shout out to Johnny Hustlepedia. There's a lot of opportunities. My two main meme plays up tremendous this week. Brett, the main meme coin on base, just crossed over $1 billion market cap.
Crazy.
Shout out to Nunca in the chat sharing the tweet from Eliza. Let me pull that up. It is my next tweet here. There is a lot of opportunity, guys, out here. Biggest meme coin on Ethereum, 23 billion. Biggest meme coin on Solana, 3 billion. Biggest meme coin on Base, 1 billion. That's Brett that we just talked about. Biggest meme coin on Ton, 53 million. So Ton, again, an ecosystem poised for a lot of growth. Biggest meme coin on Blast, Pacmoon, that we're just talking about right now, $49 million. Like,
it's only 49 million?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that.
I mean, maybe a little bit more now because it's gone up, but no, it's sub $100 million market cap. It's absolutely insane with all their innovation that they're doing. Shout out to Eliza as well, calling some alpha here. Talking about the meme coin on Ton. It's actually called Redog Resistance or Redo Resistance Dog. She called it last night, and then it was up like 60%, like right after she called it. So she is becoming quite the alpha caller here. Peyton, we got a few minutes left. Do you want to do some trailers or do you want to end with the alpha of the week? What do you want to do?
Dude, the alpha of the week. Let me look through it real quick. Dude, I do want to give it. How about we just mention the stuff, but then we also just for people to check it out. And then I want to Avarik Saga, I think, was freaking slapped.
All right. Some of these trailers really deserve our time. So I think, let's look at some of these trailers. We got to give some love to Omnia here. So this is being built by Sappy Seals, man. Shout out to Wob. They got a game coming. They had their metaverse game, but they came out of nowhere with Omnia, a new adventure. Let's watch this trailer, guys. I need your reaction.
You guys know the rules. You guys know the rules. No single digit ratings. All right. All just points. So 1.2 obviously is a very low score. You guys know the rules.
It's cool to see Sappy Seals building, man. You know.
Shout out to Wab. Shout out to Wab.
G-Crod, time to be ruthless.
Wake up choosing violence.
I mean, listen.
It looks so cute.
It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon, though.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a monster collector.
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys.
I mean, it looks good.
It looks good.
If this was an anime or a show, I would be like, wow, this looks great. It looks very familiar. Omnia. Upcoming. Ooh. Well, I like that. I do like that. That was pretty good. Ooh. Who's that? That was cute. This is an upcoming pet battle and adventure game brought to you by Sappy Seals. Taylor Sid, 7.98 out of 10. Yunka, 7 out of 10. Looks like Appa, says Kearney. Need gameplay, but given 8.2. All right. What's your rating, Peyton?
No gameplay, so I got to fill in for Jaxie, probably 7.3. But if I am just doing it based off of cinematic, I'm a sucker for anime, so I would probably have to agree with Kearney, 8.2. But so I need to chat on my inner Jaxie because I don't see him in chat. He's gonna watch it back, and he's gonna be pissed off at me that I didn't hold the line. So 7.2 for them for not gameplay. But I'm a sucker for anime.
Listen, yeah, the anime trailer was great. I think I'm at like a 7.1. The story, it took me along. I really liked it, but my problem, Peyton, is that it just like it looks like Pokemon, man. It's like that's Ash, that's Pikachu, but guess what? You're not Ash, you're not Pikachu, and you're not Pokemon. So I don't really see it. I don't see what's different about it. I don't see like you look exactly like Pokemon, but less cute. So I'm sorry. I'm it doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry.
Oh, you think it's less cute?
Yeah, dude. That main Pokemon, like the main Pikachu character is like just like a red blob.
You think so? I think it's actually cute. But look at that.
That's not Pikachu, bro. You can't tell me that
nothing's Pikachu, bro.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, like,
all right.
If Pokemon didn't exist, this looks great.
All right.
But like, Pokemon exists, so I just can't get over that. Let's look at Readyverse.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Readyverse. Shout out to Futureverse. I know that Animositas met with Aaron from the team over there. We hung out with Shay all week.
I think they want to meet with us, by the way.
Yeah,
they want to meet with us.
I'm pretty excited about what the Root Network is doing. So if you guys don't remember, they partnered with Ready Player One.
We covered a bit like a few weeks back.
Is it Ethan Klein or I forget something Klein?
Arsenal.
Yeah, dude. Yes, this is the Ready Player One IP officially partnered with Futureverse to build Open, which is like their version of the metaverse. And this is the first kind of ecosystem or a look at the ecosystem that we're getting. Looks sick. Some of the tech that they're building here is pretty futuristic and pretty exciting from what I've heard. I will be honest, when they said like open metaverse, I did expect something a little bit more exciting than this. Like the graphics are kind of cool, but like it doesn't get me all the way there.
Yeah.
Like that just kind of looks like smashed together, which I get it. In the metaverse, you're gonna have that. But their first trailer for like open was just so good, and like I don't know, this just kind of to me the metaverse needs to be like, you know, the Apple Vision Pro, an immersive experience, and that doesn't give me an immersive experience.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? So NJ also says, I'm gonna keep on calling you NJ, so sorry. But NJ was saying, is it gonna be better than Avalon or Today, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, so you see this, and I'll bring up Avalon real quick just so it's a compare like 1-to-1, because that's like probably what they're gonna be compared as, right? So it's not so much like how crypto works. It's not a comparison to like something that it's everything's attached to a market cap. And if you see different types of let me try to find it, different types of like media out there and like what is coming, and then they see they're going to compare you to it, right?
Yeah.
So let me just see.
It's about
here,
real
right?
interactions.
So
this is what they're going up against, right? In terms of the aspect. We also saw were you there for the builders call?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
That was, dude, like, are you kidding me? Like that's yet to be shown.
Yeah.
Like, and I completely agree with NJ. Like you see these people come out and you're just gonna be like, oh, this is what they're up against and stuff. Like that's really cool. Yeah, have your time in the light, but then this is what you're going up against, and it doesn't look pretty.
Yeah,
that's really what it comes down to, right?
Yeah, I'm agreeing with the chat here. A little underwhelming. I give it a 6.2. you know, that's a low rating for me.
It is a low rating for you. I will say that.
But shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all are absolutely crushing it. I don't want Peyton's wife to be mad at me. They do have a date today, so we got to keep.
No. We're good.
We got to keep moving through these. Avarik Saga, man.
Dude,
I knew you were gonna like this one.
Let's go,
guys.
Okay,
guys.
Woo.
If your girlfriends are in the chat with you guys right now, just
this is the whose lines anyways. When are those kids kind of like
yeah,
for sure.
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this. Great intro, man. This is a vibe. Kami-sama. I'm here for a good story, man. I'm here for a good story. Avarik Saga.
Yo, what up, Mizzy?
I
love Mizzy.
They will do anything in their power to obtain their darkest desire. Open with story, man. Get me involved. I love this. I don't know what this is, but I'm interested, man.
Yeah. Freaking love anime. I'm so happy they didn't freaking English dub over it. Makes me so much more bullish. Am I right, chat? Am I right, chat?
Oh my god. What are they doing out here, babe? What?
That's all of us, buddy.
Why'd they have to do it like that?
Hey,
I don't know.
they know their demographic.
And for those who desire the crown, interesting.
Keep your eyes up, Icy.
No.
Keep your eyes up. I was the guy, not you, dude. I saw you guys. Eye tracker.
Do you have any desire to?
Yeah, straight up.
Okay, all right.
All right, chat. What's the rating?
Out of nowhere, they just hit us. They just hit us. It's crazy, dude. I was watching that last night. I'm looking for a trailer. It was like, what?
You were like in it. You were like in it. Then just like, whoa.
This took a turn, man.
Oh man.
Cool though. Anime gaming ecosystem leveraging the LLMs, the large language models. So there's gonna be some AI stuff there. Really interesting. I don't know anything about the game other than that trailer, but I like their introduction.
I can't speak about it, but definitely really bullish on them and
their
game and everything like that. It's just fascinating.
Real quick, I do want to shout out Joe Davidson. I see your comments, brother. If you want to see open world graphics for Cornucopias, watch the leak section of Kopi Cafe 91 Solace revealed. We are not fading Kopi Cornucopias. Shout out to Jesus Martinez. He had a great interview with them at Consensus. Go watch that. That is up live right now. They do release a ton of alpha. We did not cover it here. There was so much to get to, Joe Davidson, but shout out to Rod and Josh at Cornucopias. I really respect that team. They're building. I saw them. I met them. I love what they're doing. They've got their land sale coming up. They were teasing a whole bunch of ecosystem updates coming very, very soon. I'm not fading them one bit. Shout out to Maddox Makes in the chat, Mizzy in the chat. Much love, guys. Much love.
Yeah, I'll read Maddox's. You're right, brother.
There's some other ones that I won't feature or highlight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Maddox, we're a PG-13 show. Right.
This one from The Watch, man. The Watch is an RTS game. Their quality in trailers that they put out is just like, dude, it gets me every time, man. And shout out to Goatfather. I think that he played the game recently and was like really, really into it. Had really great stuff to say about this.
We gotta talk to Sam about this. Sam is like a big RTS guy. I bet you he would like to play it.
Look at the quality of this, dude. This is like parallel. We say it every time. It's like crazy. So I don't know what these episodes are, but I am interested, man. Really cool. Tough to rate a little trailer right there. Peyton, can we quickly just go through this alpha and then close out the show?
Sure.
I just really want to get to this point for you guys. Shout out to Oscar, Memento, Wolves DAO, friggin' legend, did this overview of the Web3 gaming mints in May. I really just wanted to share this because you guys, if you're not following Memento, he is a must follow. Turn on notifications, sharing, alpha and analysis like this on a regular basis. So if you're interested in how some of these gaming NFTs went, you can take a look at this. I think that there's really the alpha is just following Memento because he's putting out a lot of great content here.
Yeah, and he's also doubling down. So like he wants to grow this year.
Yeah.
So it really, honestly, like Memento has been a dear friend of me and been in the Wolves and has done so much for us. If you guys can cop him a follow and support him when necessary, I would really appreciate it.
Yeah. I also want to share this alpha from Trades Giving. He wrote a really great thread, the ultimate Web3 gaming NFTs to Valhalla portfolio. He breaks down his thesis. It's actually really good and then super in depth. And this thread is just really like, it's an alpha packed thread covering almost everything in the ecosystem. So really, really good thread from Trades Giving there. We'll have all of this linked down below, but guys, give that a quick read if you're interested there. Real quick, I want to share DeeZe. So this is a response to Beanie. And this is kind of the overarching theme. We talked about this a lot at the beginning of the show, guys, where we're kind of at in the cycle, the opportunities that are coming this year with not only the election, not only the GameStop mania, the celebrity meme coin mania, but really the tech, the infrastructure, the funding that is happening in our space. I just think that we're running this cycle back turbo. That was the first thing that we said when we first started this show. And it's been really exciting to cover it over the past 6 months. And I think that this next 6 to 12 months is just going to get so nutty. So Beanie said, what bothers me most about this cycle versus the last few is that it just feels unfair. If you're not with the cabal with access to asymmetric info, then you're playing against a stacked deck. We've talked about this crypto nihilism, the low float, high FDV, some of these opportunities, but I love this response from DeeZe. They said, disagree. You only need a few good plays per cycle to make it. Ordinal run from 0 to 1 was open to everybody. Boom. What is that? Book of Memes run from 0 to a Billy was open to everybody. Blast farming is open to everyone. It's all about table selection and risk management. Those are the two most important skills. If you don't know what table selection and risk management are referring to, they're poker concepts. I could not agree more. We just saw Brett go to $1 billion. Pacmoon is cooking. And I also wanted
50 million or like close to 50 million market cap.
And I also wanted to say, guys, I host this show with Peyton, from founder of the Wolves DAO. I go to all of these events. I'm trying to get into these cabals. You would think that we have a lot more opportunity than actually we do. I'm retail just like you guys, just like everybody, like a lot of people in this ecosystem. So I really resonate with these, and I respect a lot of the crypto Twitter OGs like Ansem and Kaleo, and just a lot of the OGs who are still out here trading these markets publicly, oftentimes not on cabal information. Shout out to Easy. He's just a great trader, great someone who's locked in the ecosystem. So I just wanted to share that because I think that, again, lock in, guys. This is our cycle to make it. And the last kind of thread on that from Pompliano here that kind of just speaks to this, because I was feeling this myself as well. One of the biggest risks to early crypto investors is that they start to take their foot off the gas in terms of investing. Many people recently are kind of celebrating being right because we were early to the market. The Bitcoin ETF got approved. ETH ETF got approved. Politicians are talking about crypto. Regulation is coming in a positive way. It feels like we're late. It feels like we might have missed the boat. It feels like maybe we're right, and that feels good. But the amount of capital that's about to come into the market is going to make everything before this seem minuscule. So now is the time to press your winners. Don't get complacent. Don't take your foot off the gas. We will be here every single Monday, readying up, covering these ecosystem, covering crypto gaming, trying to make some internet money with our internet friends.
Yeah, man, we got to get a sign in the back. But NJ, thank you. for being an internet friend and telling me my pads. Yeah, for sure. They are definitely. Give me a link to go look up on Amazon. I will order it. It was like right after the anime specific one, and it said pads. I was like, okay, let me make sure I look at these offline real quick. And
the
then
goal is to make headphone changing money, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Headphone changing money. Yeah. Also, NJ saying, is it Wolves the Cabal? If it is, I definitely don't get a heads up on that aspect of things, but it is a congregation of a lot of important people for sure. Yeah, man, I'm stoked for this cycle. And I will also say too, like, just no excuses. Like last cycle, like no one knew my name. Like I will say, like in 2021, 2022, like I still have, let me see if I can find it. I still have a tweet. Not a tweet, but here, I'll show you guys something. Hopefully this is encouraging to you and not like discouraging to you.
I couldn't agree more with where you're going with this, man. I resonate a lot with it as well. No one knew my name last cycle, and I'm grateful that we had that opportunity to build through the bear. But like, there's so much opportunity right now. You see people coming out left and right, making names for themselves, and yeah, it's a great time to be here.
So this is June. I don't know if this is June 2nd, 2022.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This is me reaching out to Shrapnel and saying I would love to do an AMA with you. They did not respond to me.
Oh my goodness. Even to this day.
And so I had like probably like 1,000 followers, 500 followers or whatever. And on that aspect of things, like I just went on to the next one. Am I going to like freaking berate them and say, hey, you didn't reply to me? Like I'm important. Trust me. No, I went to go freaking make a YouTube channel, go work my ass off.
Yeah.
For 2.5 years until Shrapnel said, we would really like for you to work with us.
Yeah.
And I bet you I would not have gotten paid the amount of money that Shrapnel is paying me for like my salary if I didn't go in and do the hard work, right? Wolves is a cabal. It was not a cabal 2 years ago. I'll tell you right now. There was a lot of opportunity to be able to get with people, talk with people. And the crazy thing is that I find people super early. I did interviews with people. I reached out to them and said, would you be a member of the Wolves? And that aspect of things. And I gave them a lot of value. So, and also I did a whole bunch of do your own research. I figured out about tokenomics. There is an edge there. You can figure out liquidity. The great thing about on-chain analytics is that you can find out who is on there. Go invest in a Nansen subscription. You can find and work it very well. There's a lot of opportunity out there. Instead of like going on Twitter and complaining about like different cabals, go make your freaking own. It's great.
It's easy to let the psychology kind of win and like kind of get a defeatist mentality. And I just want to share, like, guys, there's still so much opportunity in this space every single day. And honestly, Payne, I don't feel like Wolves is a cabal. Like, being inside, it's a group of people who are locked in, who are trying to research these markets and share information. And like, it's no different than what I see happening on Twitter and in other group chats and other Discords that I'm a part of. So like the cabal, like there, we're all, out here trying to make it, and the playing field is a lot more level than you would expect.
Yeah.
Trust me. That's all that I have to say.
Yeah. Because you also can't do it with like a lot of people. Right.
Yeah.
So like the thing is that you need like 5 or 6 people that like you're just like dialed in, because it's anyways, I don't want to go into a lesson, but like I am also making, like, I'm still working on it. I'll show you. I'll actually preview it to you guys real quick. Something that I'm working on for people that like don't want excuses in their life is gonna be I don't know why like my download speed is so slow right now. Luckily my upload speed is fine, but it's gonna be
man, I'm loving this content. Shout out to Lau. I was early because I saw your quality content on YouTube. Shout out to Kay. You're very inspiring, Peyton. Shout out to Taylor. Love you as a duo. I
love Icy.
Yeah. Let's go. Just like yesterday. Love to reminisce. Yeah, you guys are amazing, man. I do want to give shout out to Joe Davidson. I'm going to give you the Honeyland NFT. I appreciate all of your comments. We got 2 more whitelists. I want to give one to Maddox, man. Maddox has been in the chat, super supportive. And
can we give one to NJ for helping me with my freaking headphones?
Absolutely.
appreciate
NJ,
it.
you're gonna win the last whitelist to the Carv node sale here.
Yeah.
As Peyton pulls up the ultimate guide to Web3 gaming.
So it's something that I've
Let's
been working on
go.
for a long time, guys. I'm gonna do it. If you guys like want me to do it live, I don't know how I would do it live, but I would love feedback and like Q&A and probably go like for like a 4-hour stream or something. I would love to. It goes over everything that I've learned in the last 3 years. So like finding projects, it's gonna be just on my YouTube channel, so it won't be like charged or anything like that. If you want to donate, great, but I don't even know if I have that function up on my YouTube. But it's finding projects, how to figure it out, like job listings, Crunchbase, alpha groups, Twitter, news channels, sites. We have like Ready Up here. And then like do your own research, how to do it. I'll have like my specific tools and like what I use, like Wayback Time Machine, LinkedIn, credits, Twitter Advanced, Trademark, DeFi Llama, and then how to read tokenomics so you don't get screwed. Different types of aspects of that, like being able to use DeFi Llama, Block Explorer, Bubble Map, Breadcrumbs, Nansen, Masari, and then just kind of like also security too. But like I probably won't do the security. But a lot of this stuff is coming that I've been like working really hard on because like I do also understand. I want people to come up to the speed in which we are relatively quickly, and not be like left behind per se, right? I don't want any excuses on that side. So I will be putting it out relatively soon. Yeah, if you guys want me to do it live, it would probably force myself to do it live. So we'll figure out sometime.
Let's friggin' go, guys. All right, I have kept Peyton here over the time limit.
My wife's yelling at you, I see.
Yes, we cannot make Mrs. Peyton mad. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Ready Up. We love you. This would not be possible without you guys. We get so energized from your comments each and every week. I really appreciate all of the back and forth in the Discord. It makes it so awesome doing the show and having you guys here with us. Big shout out to the sponsors that make this show possible: Immutable, OpenSea, Honeyland, and Carv, our newest sponsor. So excited to be working with them. Guys, we will be back next Monday. I'm expecting a big week in Web3 gaming. This last week was crazy. We were at Consensus. So much was happening. Shout out to Seabass. We'll have more giveaways for you guys. We're here to make money and play games with our internet friends.
Yes, sir. Let's go. All right. Love you guys. Yeah, I see this new also promo for Ready Up. The music. Shout out to Samwise. Been a wolf for like 3 years.
Yeah, you outro.